Bitcoin is sitting at a very important point in the market, and today is the day that the US elections are officially starting. And yes, like I explained in numerous videos before, the Bitcoin price will be highly affected from the outcome of this US election. And on today's update video, I'm gonna be of course talking about the historical data and performance after the US election and just moments before it. And of course, I will be talking about my prediction where I think Bitcoin is gonna be heading towards, if Bitcoin or Kamala is gonna be winning, and how that is gonna be looking like in the upcoming 48 to 72 hours. So without any further ado, guys, I will be discussing the most important data points on today's update video once again, like always. And with that being said, don't forget to once again slap up that like button back above 1,000 likes. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. So first of all, on the imminent short term, we're still seeing that Bitcoin is going ever so slightly lower. And you can see clearly Bitcoin is forming lower lows, lower highs on the imminent short term. And while this is happening, we are indeed creating some bullish divergence here on the lower side. But all in all, I believe that analysis right now on the imminent short term is not necessarily going to be super relevant, since the US election, really how that is going to be playing out is how the market is going to be reacting. And in my opinion, indeed, we should be looking at this upward sloping support line. If we do break it, it's likely because Harris is going to be winning. And what I think the forecast is going to be look like, if Trump is going to be winning or taking the lead, we're most likely going to be seeing a big pump towards the upside. And I think that if Harris is going to be winning, we're likely straight away going to be seeing a dump, because people will likely think, oh, we're screwed since she is winning. But then moments later, people realize it's not that big of a deal, and we are still likely going to be pumping towards the upside. So it's a little bit of a delayed pump if she's going to be winning. And I believe that if Trump wins, we're straight away going to be seeing a major rally higher. But due to the fact that currently it is clearly like 50-50, of course, Trump has the odds right now here on poly markets. And due to the fact it's just a betting market and it's just not actual data, and we're still waiting for the actual data to come in, and likely in the coming 36 hours ahead of ourselves, we're going to be seeing and then having a clear view on who's likely going to be the winner. And as soon as we're going to be more and more likely who's going to be the winner, that point, we're of course going to be knowing what the market is going to be doing, because the market is going to be looking at all the data points and straight away react towards it. And also yesterday, BlackRock still bought $38 million, while in general, the spot Bitcoin ETF saw over $540 million worth of outflow. So also yesterday, there's been an immense amount of selling going on from the ETFs, and especially from these other ETFs outside of BlackRock. I mean, BlackRock was the only one who was buying, and the rest of them were all selling major numbers of Bitcoin. So yes, if I'm just right now, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about the US election and of course the correlation with the Bitcoin price. You can see that clearly whenever the Donald Trump odds are increasing, the Bitcoin price is also increasing. And whenever the odds of Donald Trump are decreasing, we're also clearly seeing that getting reflected on the Bitcoin price action. And you can see it also right here, also on the imminent short term. And probably if I'm going to be zooming in right now as well, this is literally what is happening to the market every single time here. The correlation between Trump winning and the Bitcoin price is extremely high here. And what I want to be pointing out here is that in every single election since 2016 onwards, about 50 to 58 days later, Bitcoin did hit a new all-time high. And is that going to be happening this time around again here? I mean, the all-time high is not that far away for Bitcoin, so I think that is actually something very likely to be expecting to be happening next year. And like on average, you can see 400 days after the US election, in 2016, Bitcoin went up 2,700%. In 2020, Bitcoin went up about 400%. And yes, in 2024, it still remains to be the question, but it is all more than likely that this is once again going to be a major push higher. But then you're maybe wondering, why are we seeing a slight little dump right now here? And that is actually quite funny, because in 2016, we had a dump before it. In 2020, we had a dump before it. And now here as well, in 2024, we're also seeing a slight little dump here before the US election is actually going to be hitting the market. So you can clearly see it. We tend to be creating a trap before the US election, and the real bull phase always happens after the US election. So really excited am I, in my opinion. And all in all, it's going to be all taking shape, and it's all going to be happening in the next 36 hours, in the next like 2 to 3 days, we're going to be finally seeing how the market is going to be reacting towards the results. So yeah, really, the upcoming days are going to be extremely volatile. And until we know exactly who the winner is going to be here, and as soon as we do know who the winner is going to be here from this election, we're expecting major volatility. So Bitcoin is still creating a bull flag pattern, breaking outside of it. We have broken the downward sloping resistance line. And actually, I think this chart is just ultimately looking super bullish in my opinion. Bitcoin broke the downward sloping resistance line, and now it's actually looking to starting to be pushing up higher once again from off this point onwards. And also exactly 4 years ago, we got a rate cut, and that actually marked the bottom of the market and sent that Bitcoin much higher. I do think that, of course, we're right now in a different scenario because the market is in a different condition, and the rate cuts at that point were completely different than the rate cuts in this time around. So yeah, very interesting to see. Anyways, we're creating these major patterns on Bitcoin. And guys, if you want to be trading and claiming some free insane bonuses, don't forget to check out Blofin in the link description of today's video. First of all, if you sign up an account using this link below, guys, you can get a deposit bonus worth up to $10,000, and you can win insane bonuses like a Rolex, you can win an Apple Vision Pro, a MacBook, a Nintendo Switch, an iPhone, whatever you want to be winning. Guys, you can check it all out if you press that link in the description of today's video. And the best part about it is that Blofin is an exchange without you. And the best part about it is that Blofin is an exchange without KYC. So you can trade there without doing KYC. So you can trade all over the world. And more importantly, no one is knowing exactly what you're doing and what your name is. And I think that is the most important part for the upcoming Bitcoin bull run cycle, that you have an exchange like this. Further on, we are seeing that right now on the Bitcoin chart here, guys, on the 12-hour time frame, we're seeing this major previous level resistance is currently still holding us up as support. But like I mentioned earlier, all in all, it doesn't really matter, because all what matters right now here is just what the US election is going to be doing. And I've bet over 100K on this election as well here. And if he does win, guys, I will make $172,000 in profit. And to celebrate if he wins, guys, I'm going to do a major giveaway, but also one on my YouTube page. So it's going to be crazy. I'm going to be keeping you guys up to date as time continues. So please make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date about this one as well. Currently, we're still exactly in that part of the cycle where we want to be here. We're just pre-bull market stage here. All the charts are pointing it out here. We're seeing the bullish crossover happening on the MACD here. We're seeing the breakout on the weekly time frame. We're seeing the retest and the bounce higher on the monthly time frame, guys. I'm not going to be going on too much in depth about this here, because a lot of things could get invalidated if the US election play out differently like we're expecting. But anyways, guys, make sure to keep looking at the odds here on Polymarket, because Polymarket, the odds over there and the Bitcoin price are highly correlated with each other. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching towards an amazing new update video, and I hope to see you guys on the next one tomorrow, again, here on my channel. Peace out. Goodbye.